Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Merika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't!
Hey guys, we're a little bit late to post a new episode this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miles, can you tell us why that happened?
I went to Milwaukee.
Because Miles is in love.
Was on my love trip. And yeah, it was typical Milwaukee where there's absolutely no one outside at any time. Even in the summer, pre-COVID. You guys, if you ever go to Milwaukee's fun, but there's just no one's ever outside, like ever.
In the winter or even in the summertime?
Any time of the year, and pandemic or no pandemic. Like one time I was there and I was like, where is anyone? And I biked into like just a neighborhood. Like I wasn't downtown and it was like a beautiful sunny 72-degree day. No one outside.
Was it a weekday?
No, it was a Sunday. People just are in their homes or in their cars there. I think that's just like, that's how that.
Weird. That's so weird because Madison's so different. They're so outdoorsy in Madison.
Yeah. The only time we really saw people outside is when we were walking like near the lake. Mm-hmm. And we saw some people walking, but like by some people, I mean like 8.
Right.
In a city of 600,000.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, we will get into our fails of the fortnight.
Fails of the fortnight.
I have one. I took notes.
Oh my God, Miles.
I know.
You're super prepared, unlike some people. Anyways, you go first then.
Well, so my fail is that I lost my mail key.
Okay.
And I didn't really think about that, but I'm like, well, you only get one. It came with my house when I bought it. Mm-hmm. It is the mail key.
You never got it copied.
Can you copy a mail key? It's a different size.
You can copy, I think, almost any key.
Oh, well.
So.
Foresight is 2020. But I lost it. And I feel, this is a fail that turns into a success. Like I went online I'm on like my neighborhood Facebook group. And I was like, what do you do when you lose a mail key? And the first person was like, hire a locksmith for $100. And I was like,
no,
I'm not doing that. And then somebody else was like, just like if you can catch your mailman, have him leave your mailbox open for you.
Okay.
Then you can go to Home Depot, buy a lock for like $8 and you can change it yourself.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, well, I work from home and my mailman sings Kiss from a Rose and other songs that he listens to.
I love your mailman.
And he's not a good singer.
Who cares?
Although lately he's been talking on the phone. So
okay.
I like caught him and I was like, oh, hey. And I had to like yell because he was on the phone and he couldn't hear me. Yeah. I was like, can you leave this open for me because I lost my mail key and I'm trying to replace it. And he was like, oh, for sure. And he like he has to open the whole mailbox. Like it's one of those flat boxes. He like opened it, but then puts mail in everyone. And then he's on autopilot. So then he just locks it again and then leaves.
Oh, no. Oh, God. You're like, no.
Hello. So
Excuse me, sir.
So then day 2, I catch him again, but he is like really on the phone or really listening to music or something. And he literally he's only looking at the mailbox. I'm like standing up the stairs from him being like, hi, does not look at me, cannot hear me. I'm like, sir, does not. And I'm like kind of like waving a little bit. It's like so awkward because I'm literally like 4 feet from him. I'm like, hello. And then he just like leaves.
Oh my God. Because he just is so used to somebody not being there.
Yeah, he's on autopilot. So then day 3, I was like, hi.
Hey.
Can you leave this open for me? And he was like, I did. And I'm like, but then you locked it. He was like, oh my God, I'm sure I was just like on autopilot. And this guy's like 50 something, just for your memory or your visual. He was like, oh, I guess I was just on autopilot. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, I totally get it. But like, don't do that again. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like I'm paying your salary. So yeah. Yeah. And then ultimately I replaced it.
Did you get a key?
Yeah, I bought a new lock that comes with a key and I removed the old lock and put a new lock in. So, and it doesn't fit as well as the old one is. So my mailbox door like is not completely closed, doesn't completely close, but it's the best I can do. And the key's not as nice.
Okay. Okay. This reminds me of when, like, I was living at one of the Marshfield apartments, well, probably both, on during college, where I would constantly get copies of keys because I would lose them. I think I got probably one time like 10 copies and divided it between me and Isaac.
Oh my God, Merika.
Yeah, because we would just like forget, or like we would like misplace them. Like it was just a classic.
And there was
thing
like
for us.
never a question of creating a system.
No. The system was in the last apartment a stick and leaving our main apartment door unlocked. And our atrium area like had a mail slot, and you would just use a stick to jiggy the handle inside, and there you go. You got in the building. And then we would just leave the front door unlocked because we had nothing really to steal. We had nothing. We just had like a very fancy like computer monitor that we would use for TV. And just like there was nothing in this apartment that you wanted to steal. Nothing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because you guys were living like squatters and like sitting in like chairs that fell apart if you moved too much in them. And I was like, why? You're like not 18, you're like 25.
I think because it would add like realness of like I'm out of college and like I have to be serious after college of like, oh my God, like I'm officially an adult now. Like I have to be like accomplished and I have to do this and I have to do that. And like I don't want to. And it's like very overwhelming. So also like we didn't want to nest. I don't know why we didn't end up nesting there. Like it was just a thing that we established. Like we didn't even have internet. We didn't even want to call an internet provider to hook up internet at our apartment, which is looking back on it kind of strange now because I need internet to live and breathe. But yeah, I would go to Alliance Bakery and download This Is 40 and watch it like 10 times. You know, go to the gym and then come back home and watch This Is 40 and then go to bed. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound so bad.
If you add like a lot of self-loathing and like depression and like crying, it is really bad. It is really bad because, you know, Unrequited Love is so great. So great. My fail, probably not taking care of my car again. Yeah. I think it's more of like a general consensus now that I realize that I need to take better maintenance with my car. So my battery died on Sunday. Like I was running late for the gym. I am typically running late, but this time I'm really running late. Like I'm like, fuck, I'm going to miss my gym class. And I just like, okay, you know what, this is it. Fine. I'm missing it. It's my fault. I decided to stay in bed for an extra 10 minutes. I'm an idiot. So I'm very upset with myself. I'm like, fucking A, my whole Sunday routine is fucking ruined. So I'm like pouting, being upset. And I'm like, you know what, Maria, you know what you should do? You should just go to the grocery store anyways. You have some errands to run. Go get your Starbucks. Go get your coffee. You're not going to work out today. That's it. You know, you just do everything else you normally do and not work out. And you don't
want to work out in the creepy basement gym in your house?
Hell fucking no. No, I don't. Okay. So, okay, then I decided to like, okay, I'm going to go. And then, my car is not starting. Cool. It's like not turning. And then there's the check engine light, the oil light, and then the battery light is on. I'm like, God damn it. Like, there's something going on. I can't start my car. This is great. And I just ignore it for the rest of the weekend until yesterday.
Wait, but isn't that kind of a relief? Because that means that like, even if you had been on time for the gym, you wouldn't have been able to go anyway because of the car.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would have never. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it was kind of, at the time, it wasn't a relief of like, it wasn't entirely my fault that I was late for the gym and missed it. But it is my fault that like, I didn't listen to the mechanic of like, you need to get this replaced when you got your oil changed. And I'm like, yeah.
You were like, fun.
So fun. You know, $600 later. Yay.
Oh.
Well, this time I included like things on their little list that they gave me of like maintenance when I got my oil change. Of like, these are the things that you need to do eventually, very soon. Mm-hmm. So I got a new driving belt. I got a new battery.
Is it like a what color is the belt? You wear the belt while driving?
Yeah, like actually, like I wear the belt while I'm driving the driver's seat. Okay, like it's looped around my waist and it's looped around the engine. And you know, so I'm close to the steering wheel and I'm able to control the car with my arms and my hips.
I mean, it sounds like a good workout, honestly.
It is. It's kind of like one of those jiggling belts, you know, in like the 20s.
Oh yeah, that like the Freemans had in their house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to get into our main topic?
Yes.
Okay, we're back from a lack of commercials or any financial support for this podcast.
Nothing. Nada.
And today we're talking about, today it's I don't know how to sing. That is the topic. It's fun, it's light, it's relevant because how many of you listeners can sing and how many of you can't? Merika, describe my singing and then I'm going to describe your singing.
Oh my God. I don't like that. I don't like your singing, Miles. Sorry. I just don't. I mean, I think it's good because you know.
Are you doing this to attack me before I come for you? Is this a defense thing?
No, this is something that I've thought about for years.
Oh my God. Okay.
But like I like your singing in some aspects because I feel like you know what note it is, and you're definitely more knowledgeable about what you're singing than me. So yeah, like that's the only aspect I like, and that's it.
I'm like shook right now.
Why? Wait, you are?
I don't understand why you like it.
It doesn't hit me. Like, it doesn't hit me in the chest.
Well, but I'm not a professional. Like, wait, you went to my concert, the band concert, right?
Yeah.
And you're just
still
like,
didn't hit me in the chest.
But you're just like, this voice is ugly.
I don't want to say ugly. Because that was hard because the sound quality at that time was not very good. And I felt like your voice was getting masked by other things, which I was getting frustrated about.
So now that you have like revealed your secret that you hate my singing,
I don't
every time we've ever gone to karaoke and like, you're just like, no.
I want you to have fun. Like, I don't.
But like me singing, you're just like, no to this. That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. Sorry.
But you're like yes to like Jamie and Claire? Or are you like no to everybody?
Like, I think I have higher expectations for you because of your knowledge of music.
You guys, just to catch you up, I took my whole family is musical. My whole family sings, and I took choir for 3 years in high school and was in the top choir in high school. Like, not to say that I'm like the amazing singer, but that is the background. Like, I was one of 4 tenors in this like very exclusive a cappella choir. But like, okay.
It's not my cup of tea, I guess. I'm not hitting me in the chest. It's just not.
You don't like the tone. Like, you're like, I don't want to play.
I don't like the tone. I don't like it. I feel like there's not enough emotion. I think I like Jamie and Amanda's singing better because there's more emotion and more feel than you. I
feel like when I'm singing is the only time I have emotions.
Well, it's not enough. It's not enough. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's because I have higher expectations. It's like, okay, you've, like you said, like top choir in high school. So, you know, and you talk about music, like, you know, your shit. So it's like, I have higher expectations, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's a no for me, dog.
But you like my twin brother singing?
No, God. I mean,
okay.
Wait, Zachary, I'm sorry.
Too late. Whatever. You can say that you don't like it after you just said you don't like mine to my face.
See, like Zachary's singing is like it's one style. That's a very frustrating thing about it. But I like yours better because it has different ranges.
Listeners,
Zachary's is just
we found the compliment. We found it. We had to dig for it.
Zachary's is just one style, no matter what song it is, kind of very stiff.
I mean, it's interesting for me with Zachary. I'm just thinking about people in a karaoke context because that's like just singing on a microphone. For me, because we're twins and we have similar voices, he sounds like me untrained. Because I can hear that he has like similar types of things. Like my voice has a lot of power and I can like hear that in Zachary's. But it's just not trained how to use everything. Not that I'm like, I was trained for the public high school education. I'm not like a voice.
Right.
Like, I mean, I think to me, that's one of the like most valuable things I got out of high school is like choir, because it was a very technical class that like went into breathing and all that stuff.
Right. It built you a basic foundation at least that you can refer to all the time. So.
And we like sang really hard stuff. I mean, we sang a song with 72 time changes in it.
Oh.
72 time changes. So we went from 3/4 to 4/4 to 4/6 72 times in one piece.
I don't know what that means. Kind of. See, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm like, expectations are higher. Okay. So me, I guess. Go ahead. Give me your worst, I guess.
No, because I wasn't even going to be mean. And then I was like shook because you were just like, I don't like your voice. And I'm like, wait, I love my voice.
I mean, if you love it, great. Like, great. That's
you guys. And I just
you.
want to say it's not just me, because when I karaoke, I get applause and people will find me later in the room and be like, I really loved what you did. Like, I get lots of compliments and I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to offer a different perspective right now to say like, I'm not crazy.
See, I'm just harsh and it's just not I don't know, it doesn't hit me in the chest.
I've had people the next week at Alice's talk to me about a song I did the week before. So like,
whoa.
Okay.
What do I know? See, it's clearly what do I know? Nothing. I know nothing.
No, I love the honesty. I'm living for it. Merika singing. I feel like Merika could be a singer. She's just not trained because she has some power. And she has, I would say, hitting the right notes 75% of the time.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Maybe 80%. And it's not that nasal, because a lot of people sing nasal when they're not trained. So I feel like you just, like, haven't been given the techniques, but, like, you have the equipment.
Oh, my God.
So.
I feel bad now. But this means... Like, okay, if Zachary said that to me, it wouldn't mean as much. Because again, like you said, like the training, like you have, even though it's all the way from high school, like, hey, that education was solid. Like, cause that you like still refer to that now. So, yeah. So thank you, Miles. Oh my God.
I will say my favorite karaoke moment of Merika is when she...
Dope.
Oh my God, it's so good. Well, Drunk in Love by Beyonce. Merika was
no.
Drunk in Love. Because you guys, we were going to Alice's, which is this karaoke bar in Chicago. Like, I wasn't going weekly, but like one of our friends was going weekly, or our group, like people in our group. So like we were just there all the time karaokeing.
So awful.
It was like a lot, but I love karaoke. Like that's my favorite thing that's the only time I get to sing on a microphone in my life, and sing in front of people. Otherwise I'm just singing Hall & Oates in my bathroom, which I was doing every day for like a while.
Aww.
This recently, because I was trying to master this one Hall & Oates song, which is like slightly too high for me, but I was like, I think I can just do this if I just like
do it. Have you done it yet?
It's better than it was.
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to learn how to sing high notes in a more healthy way, because that's something I know I do wrong.
Interesting. So tell us, what does that mean? Or what does that entail?
I mean, because when I'm in my like normal middle of my range, that's correct. Because you're supposed to sing from your diaphragm.
Okay.
Which is like your stomach, basically.
Right.
That's like what the first thing you learn in choir is like, because I think some people that aren't trained like sing through their face or they sing through their nose or their throat. It's all like it's two up. And you're supposed to get the power from like your diaphragm. But when I sing high and I have to hit high notes, I know I'm doing it the wrong way, where to get the high note, I squeeze my throat to push the power note out. And that's called belting. That's what belting like is.
Oh.
And a lot of professional singers do that too. Like that's like a style. It just is like, you can't do that forever because you'll like destroy your equipment.
Your vocal cords.
So you're supposed to do it in a way where you're getting power from, as far as I don't really fully understand it, you're supposed to get power from your diaphragm and your neck is supposed to remain relaxed.
Whoa. That's complicated.
It is complicated. So I'm trying to do more of that. But I mean, if I really cared, like there's daily exercises you can do to extend your range and make be able to sing higher. And I don't do those, but I also just feel like my neighbor can like always hear me singing. So I don't know.
You're good, Miles.
According to like not you, but
according to like 90% of the population, probably. I'm just like the measly 10%.
It's okay. Haters are my motivators. But yeah, so that's something I was doing. But karaoke, I just love because it's like, I loved choir and I loved just like singing with people and singing with a piano and like doing harmonies. And once, that's all over, then it's like karaoke is the only outlet besides the cover band that I'm in, which has one performance a year.
I mean, my only outlet is the car in the shower. That's it. That's so important. Good. Actually, you know what? I do sing. I do sing at my station area on their dining room table. I do sing there. But no one's around. So, Adam hears me sing sometimes.
See, I feel like because you're in a townhome. That's why, like, I never sing that loudly because I'm like, I just don't want upstairs neighbor to hear. Like,
oh, I don't care.
I wish I could not care, but I'm just like,
Why don't you want them to hear?
Because it's like, I'm self-conscious because I don't want them to just like be like, oh, my downstairs neighbor that I've never met is like trying to scream out Hall & Oates in the bathroom at 2 p.m. Like,
so it's not like you're doing it at 2 a.m.
Right. I've never done that.
So when that reminds me of a time when I was like walking home from the gym at Columbia College and like going to the Jackson Blue Line. And this guy is belting out Sex is on Fire by Kings of Leon, I think. And he's just like belting it out. And I'm like, it's not very good. But I've totally been there. Like, I'm like, do you, man? Like, you're just really feeling it. You're really feeling the moment. And like, it's funny a little bit, but it's like, you're living life. Every time I see someone singing out loud, I think like you are trying to live your best fucking life right now. You are just it. And I judge people who I don't see anybody like singing in their car or dancing in their car enough. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? And they're looking at me like like, you're crazy. You. Okay, you are. You're not doing shit. What are you, just sitting in silence, hearing your car move? No, I'm not doing that. No. Mm-mm. Nope.
I mean, that's a good attitude. Was that person that you saw, was he my mailman?
He might have been. I don't know.
True, my mailman doesn't give a fuck. He just like, he comes down the street. You can hear him coming down the street because it's that loud. And then he'll sing while he's in our hallway. And it's not good, but it's like, I love it. I mean, choir in high school is part of some of my like, because high school was like whatever. And I honestly don't remember a lot of it. I think because I was just like in the closet and like suppressing everything. I think it like maybe not able to remember it as much.
Also, Gregor King is like, and his brother are like hogging the spotlight at that time.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So in choir, or at least our choir teacher, but I'm sure a lot of them has favorites.
Yeah.
Right. And we would like, I only had 2 solos in all of choir, but I auditioned for all of them. But I had 2.
Good for you.
One was in men's choir. We sang for the longest time by Billy Joel. We sang for the longest time, and there were like 8 solos in or something insane. So like almost everybody got a solo.
Mm-hmm.
And I like practiced mine at home with like my stepdad who plays the piano like a lot.
Oh.
Because it was kind of high. So there was like one or two notes I had to go into falsetto, which you guys, I know most people know this, but I know some people don't know this. Falsetto is like your head voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like when singers do that, I'm not going to do it for you, but it's like you can sing way higher because you're going into this like head voice thing.
Okay.
Like think about the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees like only sing in falsetto. That's
okay.
They like pretty much only sing in falsetto. Or like, God, I feel like Justin Timberlake would do it a lot. So I like practiced it a lot, and then I like did it in the concert, and it like went exactly how I wanted. And then Ian Klein's mom, and I've never told Ian this, but I don't think he listens to the podcast, was like, "You were better than Ian. Don't tell Ian."
I think you told me that.
So my friend's mom told me I was better than her son, and I was like,
"Whoa,
crazy thing to say."
Whoa, no, Ian's not a good singer.
I think he's probably fine.
No, he's not.
Okay, Merika, she's the Simon Cowell of this podcast right now.
He's not good. I'm sorry, Ian. Not saying there's nothing there.
I really have no comment on this because I haven't really heard him sing like post high school, or maybe like once.
Really doubt it's improved.
Okay.
How would it improve?
I mean, I think I improved post high school because through just like singing karaoke, and like I think just the act of learning different songs for karaoke. Because you guys, here's a secret fact about karaoke: don't go to the bar and be like, I don't know, and just like look it up. Be like, practice at home first and pick out the song that you're wanting ahead of time.
We were like I remember we were notorious for like who has had like, let me listen to this song. Like, I would go outside like, I need to listen to this song real fast, quick, and look up the lyrics and stuff and prepare for my song.
Yeah. You have to like, if you can't do it, if you forget to do it at home, like run into the bathroom stall or run outside and just like, it's just going to make it more fun.
Right. Yeah. That you know what you're doing and you could predict the notes and like what to emphasize where and shit.
And you're not going to be like, wait, I don't remember this verse at all. I only remember.
Right. You're like, oh shit. That's what happened for Drunken Love.
Oh yeah. Wait. Okay. Yes. Back to that. Okay. So Merika sang Drunken Love at Alice's. And if you guys have heard that song, it's just like a beat in the background. Like there's not really like any music. It's just like a beat. So if you fall off of that beat, there's like no help to help you get back on in the right place. So Merika was like a beat and a half behind.
God, it's so awful.
The entire song. And it was like, we were all just like, oh, she could just like figure out where to like get back on the train track, but she's like half on the train track. And there's like sparks flying out of this like derailing train.
Oh my God, it's getting worse. It's anxiety.
And then but it was really endearing to the audience because Merika was like, you guys, I'm sorry, like in the microphone during the song.
Okay, is this over? Is this explanation over? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Oh my God. You guys, like anytime someone brings this moment up, I don't get embarrassed that often or that much. Like usually it passes. Like someone brings up an embarrassing moment, like I don't cringe when they retell it. This moment though, I'm like, let's not relive it. I want to kind of forget about it. We'll briefly mention that I trashed Drunken Love and that's it. That's what happened. Okay? I will redeem myself sometime. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was really funny in the moment.
I'm sure it was, but I was like telling the KJ to like kill the song. Like, kill it. Like, I don't want to sing the song anymore. Like, go to the next song. Okay? So, yeah. It was, oh, God. I like probably grabbed you and Jamie like, help me. Like,
I don't think I could have because I really just don't know that song very well. And like, I don't think I could have found where we were.
I was just like, ugh, it's awful. It's so bad.
Oh, but choir. Okay. So I like kind of like relish this memory in such a cheap way because I'm like, why do I care? But like, so I didn't get any solo in choir besides like the men's choir. And I didn't really care that I wasn't getting these solos. I was just like, can I get I was kind of like, can I get a solo, please? Like, right. I don't know. Choir was kind of weird, especially like senior year because we were in this very small choir of 24 people, and every single one of them was in madrigals, which is this like weird medieval like singing.
Yeah.
troupe.
Yep.
And
Totally remember that.
And in the musical, except me, Ian, and this girl, Liz Livingston. We were not in those things, but we would always be addressed like we were. Like Mrs. Grant would be like, I know you guys are all tired from the musical, or we have madrigals later. And we'd always be like, not us. Like, we're just in this class. Like, we were very like ignored. I felt like she would like get my name wrong sometimes. Like, it was just very much like, I'm here, but like, you're not seeing me.
Yeah, exactly.
You have your favorites. I'm not one of them, but I am
like rude.
It was just like, it's not like a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. Like,
no,
you just should not play favorites at all. Like, you know,
I mean, like, yeah, you could play favorites, but I think like to easily dismiss somebody and forget like, oh, you're in my class, like constantly, consistently, like all the time, like you're not doing your fucking job.
Yeah. So it wasn't until Batavia High School had this like religious ceremony called like, was that called baccalaureate?
Probably.
We had this like ceremony that you could go to optionally. I thought it was cool. Like where when you're about to graduate senior year, they bring in like different religious leaders from the community, and they literally bring in Catholic, Protestant, Hindu, Muslim, and Jewish leaders from Batavia. And they all talk about like just like cool passages from their text that are just like, you're beautiful and we love change. And
where was I?
It was like voluntary to go to, but it was like, I mean, tons of people went to it. So sorry.
Wait, what was this like after school or before or like?
It was a one-time event, and it was like 7 p.m. like on this like one night senior year.
Yeah, I totally probably just in my room wishing I was like Hillary Duff. Like that's what I was doing. Or I wish I was like on the side of the OC, like dumb.
And you had student representatives speak to each religion as well, because I remember that we had no trouble finding like Muslim and Hindu students.
Yeah.
But we could not find a Jewish student because it's Batavia. And we were like, we have to grab this Jewish guy from the grade below us.
Oh.
Because like our grade literally has like no Jews. So we had to do auditions for that in choir. And it was like the end of senior year. Like everybody that had wanted a solo had like gotten it basically, except like me or Ian. But we like auditioned a song called Worthy to Be Praised. And I just like sang the solo. But because it was gospel and my voice, because all the other solos we would do, you had to sing so clean. You just had to sing like musical style, like up, happy, clean. And then this was gospel. And I just like sang it kind of what my voice more naturally wants to do, which is a little bit rougher and a little bit more like a rock and roll voice instead of like a really clean voice.
Yeah.
And then people kind of like stopped talking and they were like, wait, whoa. And then Gregor King was like, I think Miles should get the solo, which I love how I had to get like approval from like the most popular person in choir.
Yeah.
But then that's how I got it. And then I sang it like in the concert. It was like I think like I had a solo and a girl had a solo. And it was like so validating. I was like, this is like such a fun part. I finally got like the solo that's actually fun. And then nobody knew it was me. Like I remember David Seidel was like, I thought that was Jonathan Rudy. And I was like, no.
No, bitch.
Me, bitch.
No, B.
And he was like,
no, B.
No,
girl.
Girl, no. And I've seen your future and you are going to go bald in 2 years. But I like still think back on that memory and I just get like ultimate satisfaction from everything that happened, basically, which is like sad, but I'm like, I don't care. It was like a musical movie for me where I'm like, this is my spotlight.
Move it. Get away from me.
I tried.
My last chance.
It was really my last chance.
Okay, so what do you want to improve on when it comes to singing?
Well, that's why I feel like it's still relevant for me to say I don't know how to sing, because it's like was never trained beyond high school. And I know that like there's so much more to singing. Like there's this thing called mixed voice that I didn't even know about until like a few years ago. Because you have your falsetto and then you have your head voice, which is your falsetto, and you have your chest voice. But then there's an in-between called mixed voice where you combine the two. And I can't even wrap my head around what that would even mean.
I don't even know what that means either.
I don't even know.
I want to sing like a cappella. Like, I feel like I can't.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't think I sound very good. Like, I'm very good at like sound and mimicking.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I don't have that, I am kind of lost. I don't know where to go or how to start. Or like sing like with just a solo instrument, like a piano or guitar. Like I like acoustic. Like I'm like, ah.
You're like, where am I?
Where am I? Where am I? I don't know. I can't. You're playing guitar, and I'm like, I'm very intimidated right now. I just can't.
Have these opportunities come up?
Yeah, they have. Well, I also think about like I reference like Taylor Swift and like how she'll like save like clips of her writing songs on like the piano. Typically, her singing along and like just humming. Sometimes I'm like, whoa, like I don't think I can do that.
I would hum on the grade school bus, and like other kids would tell me to stop humming. Like
they're trying to rain on your fucking parade.
They were. I mean, that's what. Yeah. Like
don't tell me. Sorry, I had to go there.
You hear that "Don't" song?
Yeah. Don't tell me how to live and just sit and patta. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter.
But like I said, like my whole family sings. Like my grandma my grandma always hummed around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I hummed a lot as a kid too.
Yeah, I like humming, and I like people making silly little songs while they're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made a little song like when I was like going upstairs in my room to grab like my slippers or something. Like, what am I gonna have for dinner? I don't know. It's a question I have every day for the rest of my life. I ask myself that.
That's cute. I think I used to make up songs and now I don't. But that
it doesn't happen as often as it should, but it does happen.
It's because we're adults and we like lost our imagination because we had to like enter the machine.
Oh my God. The machine of like, you need to get a job, you need to pay bills, you need to do this, you need to get a car, you need to do that.
Yeah. Did we learn anything here? Oh, I learned that Merika doesn't like my singing, and honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with this idea now. Like, I can't even be like hurt because I'm like, I just like, it was so unexpected.
Secret that I've been holding since like high school. Since high school, I've been holding the secret.
Okay, great. Well, you still went to my concert, so I don't really care.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm still gonna support you, even though like,
Did you like Mary singing? The other singer?
No.
Okay. So that's what I learned. Merika, did you learn anything today?
I learned that. Well, no. I learned. Oh, you know what? I learned about different like the singing techniques, like singing. What head singing? What?
Falsetto is also called your head voice.
Head voice. And like that mixed voice. Like had no idea that even existed.
Yeah.
Learning how technical singing is. So
yeah.
But yeah, I kind of already knew that you thought I needed to be not classically, but like trained because you recommended me for choir because they like asked people like, who do you think should be in choir? And you put me and Gabby Vallone. So.
Oh, I don't even remember that, but do you wish that you'd taken it?
Yeah, I do. Because it seemed like a blow-off class, so yeah.
I mean, it was just like a fun. I mean, we definitely learned like a lot and you had to memorize and stuff, but it's like not like a real class. I mean, I would like to take voice lessons. That's like something I never thought I would do because for a while I was just so committed to taking Korean classes. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is my one like extracurricular. But now that I'm not doing Korean, I'm like, well, I would like after Corona, like probably will take voice lessons because my dad is a really good singer, like way better than me. And he took voice lessons in his like 50s. And my dad's like, and he's like a beautiful singer. Like he sang at my uncle's funeral.
I've never heard your dad sing.
Yeah, he's like a super good singer and music reader. Like I think he can sight sing, I'm sure.
Can he play any instruments?
He plays the violin. I mean, my parents met in a country rock cover band in the 70s called Legal Tender, lest we forget. And my mom was the singer and my dad played the electric violin.
You can't get more 70s than that, people.
Yeah, they were one of the top 3 country rock cover bands in the Chicagoland area, according to them. Okay, but let's transition now that we've learned all we're gonna learn.
Okay.
To our final song, which is our success song. I'm playing the transition music.
I know.
Okay, well, you guys, this is the end of the show where we end on a high with success. Merika?
I don't know. I went out for once. Like, I celebrated people's birthday on Sunday. Like, I haven't done that, God, in a year almost.
How did you
actually like going out to dinner and then like going to someone's house. Like,
how'd you go out to dinner in Illinois?
Miles, you know, like most restaurants are open. You know that, right? Secretly?
Secretly, what?
Yeah, you didn't know this?
In Chicago?
Yeah. Yes.
Eating inside. Secret.
Yes.
Like you go into the alley?
No. I go out for breakfast and like I sit inside.
But it's like
not every restaurant is like that, but a lot of restaurants are open indoors. Like you cannot survive. There's no government help. There's no way you can just survive on takeout alone. Like you.
No, I know, but like, what's the secret part?
It's not advertised. You don't really know until you like call and ask them. So some chains are like not open inside at all, but they can survive because they're fucking corporate. But smaller places, you know, they're probably open inside. Like, yeah. So
speakeasies.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. That's not a very good success though. Like, it's nothing I did.
Something you participated in, and the celebration of a friend.
Yeah, but I don't know. I wanted to. I mean, I haven't really dived into like the goals that we talked about with Andy either.
Yeah,
I keep thinking about it in my brain though. Like, you know, I really need to dive into this more and write it all out like the way I want to.
I did that at least, but I haven't done much else besides writing it out.
Yeah, like. But I really need to like get into like how much money should I be? How much can I invest into a house? Like, you know, like what is realistic for me, and figure that fucking shit out.
Yeah, you had some big ones in there.
Yeah, yes, I do. Anyways, Miles?
Mine is that on January 12th, I had my Christmas tree taken away. So in Chicago, you can't throw away your Christmas tree. You have to take it to different park locations. And I don't have a car. And the closest park to me was like 2 miles away.
Okay.
And my first thought, this is why it's a success, because my first thought, well, no, Andy like didn't want to do it on the day that I wanted to do it. And then it was like the next day and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like walk it there. Like, it's like 2 miles, like whatever. Or maybe I can like put it on my back and I'll like bike it there. And then I'm like, Miles, no, just ask someone to help you. So I like texted Mark, my friend Mark, who lives in the neighborhood. And I was like, can you help me like haul this away? I will get twine, which I guess is free at Home Depot. Yeah. Home Depot has free twine, y'all, at least mine.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like Mark came at like 4:20. I just like stopped working and like ran to Home Depot, got twine, and we like put the Christmas tree on top of his car. And then I didn't even go with him. He was just like, I'll just drop it off.
What?
Well, Mark like likes helping.
That's so nice.
I know. So that was a success for me because
Good for you. Good for you for finally asking for help, Miles. Good for you. I know that was hard for you.
Well, it's because I'm just like, I can do it on my own.
I feel the same way. But then, you know, your battery's dead and you're scared to break it. So you ask your roommate Adam for help.
Yeah. So guys, hot tip, people like helping.
You know what? That's true. I like helping.
I like helping too. I think most people probably do.
I don't think most people do though.
Okay, like good people.
Good people.
The right people.
Good people.
You guys, that's our episode. We're just gonna go through housekeeping of how you can like reach out to us and tell us like whatever you literally want to tell us.
Housekeeping.
We have an email address. idkpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, and then we have an Instagram called IDK What Pod.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
We got it right this time.
We got it right. Yeah.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at fine, which is UG 6H's fine.
And I'm on Instagram at mad and then hate, HAYTE.
You guys, that's it. I hope when COVID's over, we see you at the karaoke bar. I'm not going to buy you a shot, but I hope I see you there.
You could buy us a shot instead.
Yeah. And you'll never hear me sing on this podcast. So bye.
Bye. Oh my God, it's getting worse. It's anxiety.